All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, so okay. I like rushed home to listen to this. Um, is this frozen? Is this frozen or is that? No, it's fine. Okay, rushed home to listen to this. I was at a hotel. Chilling, and yeah. So and then I got notifications all last night from my friends and stuff talking about yada yada yada, but I couldn't get home to do this, and that's why this, as much as I love it, it's fun talking, like communicate. Sometimes it sucks, you know, because like I want to listen to everything, and sometimes I'm like I'm not out, or there's albums I can't get to because like I have to sit down, like have time to like sit here, like in this one spot, stationary, can't do anything else, can't work on anything. Like usually when you're listening to music, you can do a bunch of other stuff, right? You can walk around and go shop at Walmart if you want to. I have to sit here, so it's hard to find time, at least in my schedule, to do that. So I miss out on a lot of stuff, or at least it takes a while for me to get to things. But I'm here. 11:51 a.m. I'm here. I'm so excited. This makes me more excited for the album, and this isn't even on the album because one, it says part 1, so I'm wondering is Eminem on part 2 too? I doubt it, but how confident are you in your album to where you have an Eminem feature and you don't have it on the main album? Like that's crazy. Or is this garbage and that's why you didn't put it on your main album? I don't know. I'm either scared or I'm excited because he's that confident. It depends on how this goes. So if this is really good, I'm excited for the album. If it's bad, that would suck. So we're gonna get to it. Right here. We're so excited. Lock in. I just saw a post that was like, this is rap god levels or something like that. So I don't know what that means.
Please don't bring no scare business to me. I fear no man, no hand holding banana clips, a chimpanzee to rip at me. The tip ain't cheap, the dick ain't free. I ain't no bitch, a bitch ain't me. I beat a beast, I been a beat. You been on me, you bet on me. Who better than me? You better believe it never could be. I'm ready to eat. They better get it ready for me. I'm killing the scene. They gotta get a medical team. The gun a machine. The tongue is a gun. They come with a bean. They come in the red. They come in the green. And somebody scared because nobody's seen it. Get him a bed and get him a king and get him.
Okay, I'm hearing him. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like the flow, the approach. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to hear it out. I'm going to listen to the whole thing. He is unique. He always is unique with his flows, and, you know, it's unorthodox. So with artists like that, with like an M, a Tech Nine, a J.I.D, you know, people who just emphasize their flows and how creative they are with their flows, you have to give them some creative leeway. You have to allow yourself some time to adjust to what they're doing, right? I feel like you have to give them that because they are doing something that nobody else is going to do, right? Like just Lil Yachty, for example, is not going to do anything like this. It can't do anything like this. So you have to give them a little leeway because they're pushing the envelope a little bit creatively. So continue. Also, Fuel, Fire, one of my favorite songs of last year. Gas.
Give it a swing, I'm thinking of deadly things. A red drink, red rum, 15187. Look a lie, little nigga, they been living a lie. I never believed this song instead of comply. The last thing I seen tried it, did it and died. Get a better disguise, you ain't figured it out. Niggas ain't trying to get victimized. I got a pit in a clip and a sick the bar. Don't nobody wanna get sent to guard. A stick hit through the meat like a shish kebab. Take it out with a boss, man, I'm good at my job. It's not a walk in the park, cause I'm in a metropolis. I'm lost in the thought, but escaping the darkness. Caught the broad daylight, sun and parked it. Felt the force and found the flow, but faucet. Kept the course ahead, no matter the cost. I only eat what I kill, do away with the carcass. Monster, dreadlockness, similar concepts.
Dreadlockness monster.
I'm a crazy man, I had to get into the game again. I'm seeing the lights, I'm looking at the lay of the land and make a man like I'm J.I.D Daniels breaking in, can't evade the van. No niggas save the scandal, service candle lit, cause your man a bitch. I tried to understand, but I'm lacking the bandwidth. A rock in a hard place, cracking a sandwich. The cards I was handed, it turned me to gambit. It made me the man, but it turned me to man. Saying son of a man, max, minimal chance.
Made me a man, but it made me the man. So I like that line.
I tried to understand, but I'm lacking the bandwidth. A rock in a hard place, cracking a sandwich. The cards I was handed, it turned me to gambit. It made me the man, but it turned me to man. Saying
It made me the man, but it made me a man. That's dope. It made me man. So I'm trying to talk and listen at the same time, and the words are just not coming up. Turn me to cards I was dealt. Turn me to Gambit. That's fire. Gambit, the X-Men character.
I feel like Tyrese Maxey, I'm on 6 sir, but I'm hell of an athlete doing the rap shit. Take a look at the rap sheet, niggas are random rap shit. Hit with a black queen, Angela Bassett. Put a tab of acid on your tongue. I ain't never taking a bum, but I can put it in the package. You give me a lump sum to put it in the bag.
This is a lot. This is a lot, but it's all clear though. And I think that's really, I would say, one of the most important things when you're rapping with this like double time flow. Needs to be clear. Needs to be clear. If it just sounds like you're mumbling gibberish, put it in rice.
In the back of a trunk, I heard thump, 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 banging the bass. I'm breaking the bread to breakfast, bringing the bacon, slinging the sausage, cracking the egg over your face. I'm half amazing, half man and half alien. Patience, paper thin. I plant a flag in every place I'm in. Pace has been immense. It's not a race, but I've been chasing it.
God, oh my God, I'm babysitting. I'm back. Continuing.
Unforsaken, only placing faith in the hands that turn a staff into a snake and then a snake into a staff again. The average couldn't start to establish the type of bag of man. The nappy is East Atlanta. Rapping erratic, righteous and ratchet, cause that's what's happening. Yelling from the mountain so loud it could start an avalanche. We in Babylon.
Did we see Nick Grant call out J.I.D, said he can rap better than J.I.D? Because somebody said nobody's messing with J.I.D, which is stupid considering M had out-rapped him on Fuel. But somebody said that, and Nick Grant put cap emojis. Muy interesante, if you ask me. That's very interesting. And there's a whole you can look it up. It's on the Rory Amal podcast. They interviewed Nick Grant about it. But yeah, J.I.D can rap. So like on a song, I think J.I.D might be able to get him. In a battle, I'm leaning towards Nick Grant. He just has that style. Like he could like clown on somebody, and I think Nick Grant really is super underrated for forever. It makes no sense because he's so good.
No matter where you, brother, be babbling, you are the chances. I can't overextend the olive branch. Fuck the bargaining, we barging in. Let the car spin. Push a Porsche with a 911 like a Micah Parsons. When I messed up. The target, have a sack when they sent the bliss. It's a rapid departure. Real rappers cease to exist. Like it's open season. Soon as they seen him, it's oh shit. Bow. 8-1 like Kobe in 06. Head bow. Pray for him while you load this 45th. 23, he ain't started, but hit the Jordan with the pip and assist. Another plotter just to twist in the script. If we beefing, let's get into some old biblical shit. Ain't no tweeting, see goodnight and then proceed with a kiss. For the dead, watch for the threads. Niggas can't bleed on my fit. Put the bed, now we even Steven. Keep Stephen A. Smith in the West. Fuck all that scream shit and beat in your chest. Mama said mentality breeds into a seed of success, and I'm between it, but best believe I ain't perceiving no threats. With allegiance alliance, leave me out of y'all shit. I'm a lion, I'm lying, relax. You know the facts of the sleeping giant, align me with that. Nigga Goliath's a bitch. Hit with a rock in a sack. My nigga ride with a stick. Flipping a rock in a way. Nothing too hard to predict. No shit been hard where you at. But if I lost you, then I bring it back. I beat up a beat like a drum machine. Get something to me. You don't wanna go and bump into me. I jump in the beat so comfortably. I'm not comfortable. With no conflict, I'm comfortable. Give me them horns. Give me that Ross Bush. Give me them thorns. I'm in.
Okay. Two things I want to say here before I get to the obvious thing. I do think J.I.D is going to have to push. He's going to push Eminem. He did push him for sure. Eminem's going to have to put in some work to match up with J.I.D here, just like he did last time. I think on Fuel, J.I.D performed well and pushed M to deliver what he delivered and smoked it. I think Joyner Lucas did the same thing on that one song. Royce does it all the time. I like seeing artists push M, even if they don't surpass him, they push him. And I think J.I.D is one of those artists who can push him, and honestly that says a lot about him. This one might sound like he has a better verse than him potentially, because I don't know. That was fire. I think this one I might have to re-listen to, but obviously I have to finish listening to M's first. Okay, obvious thing. What are you doing with your voice thing? I understand coup de grace, Death of Some Shady thing we have going on here, so he's still sticking with that theme of sounding like the old Slim with new lyrics, but this just doesn't sound good. This sounds like when you released the deluxe version of Death of Some Shady, and it sounded off on the Fuel Shady remix. It sounded off. It didn't sound as polished as the normal album, which makes me feel like they took a lot of time on the normal album to make it sound like good and clean and fine-tuned as far as, you know, his old voice goes. But, you know, on the deluxe stuff and features, they didn't spend as much time refining it, and that's why it sounds like this. That's my guess, because this doesn't sound as good as it does on the Death of Some Shady, where he uses his old voice. But then he also blends it with old, like actual old verses of himself and hooks and stuff like that. So that's probably also part of the reason. I wonder if he's using AI or this is just mixing in the studio, making him sound like this. I don't know.
Flipping a rock in a way. Nothing too hard to predict. No shit been hard where you at. But if I lost you, then I bring it back. I beat up a beat like a drum machine. Get something to me. You don't wanna go and bump into me. I jump in the beat so comfortably. I'm not comfortable. With no conflict, I'm comfortable. Give me them horns. Give me that
comfortable.
I'm another breed. I'm a different animal. Y'all make me all niggas brandable. I'm intangible, but your hands are full. Angel low. I'm the bands are pulled all the way down to your ankles. You getting spanked and I'm your father. Soldier, I'm a soldier. I just showed up in a white beat taken. I'm a demolished. I always said what I didn't have. A dime to my name and lived as father. If I had 3 quarters, 2 dimes and a nickel, I wouldn't change.
Piggy Bank. The song 50 Cent has a song called Piggy Bank. I think that's where he's like dissing everybody.
To the nickel, I wouldn't change for $1, but I signed 50 sitting, put them in my piggy bank, and I ain't gonna apologize to you for what the fuck I do. My advice to you: get 5 bazookas, some type of nuke, a knife, a ruka, decisive 2 guns, cause I'm spraying the Rossi like I'm NWA in the posse, just like Killer and Dre and Pop Me.
What is that?
All the mayhem crossing, that's probably put them in my piggy bank.
It's almost distracting. I wish he would have just rapped normal, like use his normal voice. Like it's almost too distracting. I get it with the concept of Death of Some Shady Coup de Grace, where it's like battling his old self, really. But this is just a feature, so I don't know why this is. Maybe this was like a scrapped. Ooh, that's probably what this is. This is probably something scrapped from Death of Some Shady. That's what I would assume.
Apologize to you for what the fuck I do. My advice to you: get 5 bazookas, some type of nuke, a knife, a ruka, decisive 2 guns, cause I'm spraying the Rossi like I'm NWA in the posse, just like
I'm spraying the what?
Man, look at all the mayhem crossing, that's probably why I stay in the hot seat with these maggots, some type of nuke, a knife, a ruka, decisive 2 guns, cause I'm spraying the Rossi like I'm NWA
like a Ross?
in the posse, just like Killer and Dre and Pop Me. Man,
No,
look at all
I
the
don't.
mayhem crossing, that's probably why I stay in the hot
Am I
seat.
blanking? What is that? What is a Rossi?
With these magazines, I act out like Ye and his cousin. No cops stuck around spraying and buzzing. These shit sucks.
Act out like Ye and his cousin.
With these magazines, I act out like Ye and his cousin.
With these magazines, I act out like Ye and his cousin. You can look that up. But Kanye basically admitted to doing things with his cousin when he was younger. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's what he was saying. Kanye did with his cousin. Okay.
No cops stuck around spraying and buzzing. These shit sucks. Stop saying it doesn't. That's probably the reason. There's nothing. You body the reason. I feel like I just walked in and seen you naked, cause you not even decent. Get ripped like Moscow clothing, like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing. Rap god since my socks were holy. Was on that block like a soccer goalie.
Rap god since
lock and loading, rock and rolling, rock and rolling, guacamole, massacholi, like to slow you out of pocket, homie. Y'all could only hope to catch the flow, but if you know, you know. I told your host to slow your rolls before you go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was stuck on the I stopped breathing for a second. Been the goat since my socks were holy, whatever he said. Been a god since my socks were holy. Like he had holes in his socks basically since he was broke. I love that line. And then he just snapped. He does this thing like Eminem typically, like his internal rhyme schemes and stuff like that, they're not so obvious. Like sometimes he's like rhyming entire sentences and you can't really even tell. Because it just sounds so seamless. But then when he makes it a point to show you what he's doing, like he did at the end of Fuel, and like he's doing in this pocket here with the like with that scheme, but like how he did with like the con sound on Fuel, like he is making it obvious. That's probably super easy to him. That's why he doesn't do it all the time. But he probably realized, oh, people aren't giving me the credit I deserve because they don't even see what I'm doing. They don't recognize what I'm doing. Now I'm just going to make it obvious. Now I'm just going to do it. And it's fun. I'm concocting this kamikaze. I'm concocting this. Then 16 to touching motherfucking index fingers. Yeah, like that type of stuff. Like, that's probably easy. And like, this is probably really easy to him. And it's nasty. But like sometimes, like, I think he's finding his balance. I think he's figuring out how to still do the lyrical stuff, still be, because he's always done that. That's why he's one of the greatest lyricists of all time, not just because he puts words together well, but because he can rhyme at a high level on any type of song, whether it be a pop song, rappy rap song, gangster rap song, lyrical rap song, whatever, any type of song. He never sacrifices his lyricism. You listen to Monster, Love the Way You Lie, any of those type of songs, he's rapping at a high level. So I think he's just learning how to rap at a high level in this format, in the modern format. And I think he's been doing a great job at it since Music to Be Murdered By. And he's just evolving, and it sounds so dope.
Stop saying it doesn't. That's probably the reason. There's nothing. You body the reason. I feel like I just walked in and seen you naked, cause you not even decent. Get ripped like Moscow clothing, like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing. Rap god since my socks were holy. Was on that block like a soccer goalie. Mocking, knocking, show me glass. I'm toting, locking, loading, rock and rolling, rock and rolling, guacamole, massacholi, like to slow you out of pocket, homie. Y'all could only hope to catch the flow, but if you know, you know. I told your host to slow your rolls before you go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go. This my house, a horse like a brothel. I don't put Ja Rule through it like law school. Keep it a stack of pancakes. I'm awful. So many flex.
But Ja Rule through it like law school. That's fire.
rap god since my
I'm
side full of holes.
bulldozing like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing. Bro, there's so many lines here.
Blocked like a soccer goalie.
Like dozing off, but like bulldozing, but I'm bulldozing like I'm running stuff over. That's, oh my God.
Knocking, show me glass, I'm toting, locking, loading, rockin', rolling, rock-a-rolling, guacamole, massacholi, like this flow you out of pocket, homie. Y'all could only hope to catch the flow, but if you know, I told your host to slow your rolls before you go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go. It's my house of horse like a brothel. I done put Ja Rule through it like law school, keep it a stack of pancakes.
It's my house of horrors, like a like House of Horrors, but House of Horrors like a brothel. Brothel is a place where prostitutes reside.
Belgium got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls. They're awful. They call me Marsh. That's the flow, but if you know,
the wordplay here is nuts. And I think that's a big difference between these and why I might give M the edge over this. I'm going to re-listen to it, but because there's a lot more wordplay here, it's a lot more clever on top of the flows being crazy and stuff like that. This is nuts. But I'm going to re-listen to it because J.I.D had a fire verse. He might have edged him. Pause.
I done put Ja Rule through it like law school, keep it a stack of pancakes. I'm awful. So many flags in Belgium got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls. They're awful. They call me Marshall. Go, this is my house of horse like a brothel. I done put Ja Rule through it like law school, keep it a stack of pancakes. I'm awful. So many flags in Belgium got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls. They're awful. They call
got a waffle, like a waffle. So many plaques in Belgium, like Belgium waffles. Got a wall full of plaques. That's, oh my God, bro. Keep it a stack like pancakes, stack pancakes.
So many flags in Belgium got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls. They're awful. They call me Marshall, but I'm unlawful. Is it Groundhog Day or deja vu? Won't stop. Period. Postmenopausal.
Won't stop. Period. What? Postmenopausal. Instagram. So basically, Instagram hoes need to, like, they won't stop. Period. Postmenopausal. Like, they're too old to be doing that shit. It's basically what it's saying. I think. Isn't it Groundhog's Day or deja vu? They call me Marshall, but I'm unlawful, like martial law, but I'm unlawful. Oh, man, oh my God, bro.
Go so postal that most postmenopause, I'll slaughter the rhyme. These flows gonna boggle the mind. Y'all get a line, you're talking to Einstein, fuck walking the line. I'm jogging it, I'm a cross between a dog and a juvenilist. Motherfucking childish funk, gonna be popping the most wildest junk, and I'm known as the prick that's not
the rhyming here is fucking disgusting.
Y'all get a line, you're talking to Einstein, fuck walking the line. I'm jogging it, I'm a cross between a dog and a juvenilist. Motherfucking childish funk, gonna be popping the most wildest junk, and I'm known as the prick that's not the fuck with. Call me erectile dysfunction, ballistic missile is launching and wildin' like 7 Mile in running, bunch of violent gunmen. Not do it like Puff do it. Tell my hitters to hit.
Those are streets in Detroit, if you're not familiar.
Hit 'em up, do it.
That's where he's from. He's from 7 Mile.
So like my middle fingers to a 2-box song, you know that I put 'em up to it. 12 gauge at the age of 12 case.
Put 'em up to it. Now he just, it's like he put his filtered voice through a filter. That's what that sounds like. What is this?
The fuck with, call me erectile dysfunction. My ballistic missile is launching and wildin' like 7 Mile in running, bunch of violent gunmen. Not do it like Puff do it. Tell my hitters to hit 'em up, do it. So like my to a 2-box song, you know that I put 'em up.
I like that. Tell my hitters to hit 'em up, do it. So he's referencing Pac setting up, putting out the hit that got Pac killed, but Hit 'Em Up is obviously the Tupac song, Hit 'Em Up, the Biggie diss record.
Do it. 12 gauge at the age of 12 case of self-rage. I've been raising hell like I'm Toe Jam Master J, and dare race yourself. It's about to be a fucking shootout like the OK Corral. Bounty on me like a paper towel. They want me to go on the straight and narrow like the same shake that they make an arrow. Never sell out for the fame and well-paid Chappelle to the rap game. I'm never gonna play myself closest I ever came. Take my motherfucking pain I felt when I lost proof. Couldn't explain how that devil came.
Wait, what? Oh, now he's getting real. Wait. Dave Chappelle, the rap game. I'm never gonna play myself closest I came to. It was 8 Mile. I'm assuming he means the movie, not the street. That's what it sounds like. Never sell out for the fame and wealth. Does he feel like he's sold out by making 8 Mile? Is that what he means?
Never sell out for the fame and well, Dave Chappelle to the rap game. I'm never gonna play myself closest I ever came. Take my
Dave Chappelle's famous for like just not messing with the entertainment industry. Like he disappeared for a long time.
Fucking pain I felt when I lost proof. Couldn't explain how that devil came down. Then in one foul he swooped. Look at how foul he stooped. Had his own in that tower regroup like Sean O'Malley. Still at Malley. Use this shit.
Sean O'Malley? What?
In that tower regroup like Sean O'Malley. Still at Malley. Use this shit.
I'm surprised. I didn't know he watched MMA like that. I know he watches boxing and stuff like that. That's a cool shout out. But if you're not familiar, UFC, Sean O'Malley, it's just a big shit talker in the UFC. He's funny though. He's like trolling. Try to rally troops, fit around up and corral recruits. No matter how many you tally, just around these two, you can fuck around and find out just what the fuck we about when you see how we shoot. And I ain't talking about how we hoop and layup in the motherfucking alley hoops. That's, oh my God. Like an alley hoop. When you lay up in the motherfucking alley oops. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference. And I don't know if this is, it's probably just like experience, but also just, it's just the, he comes from a battle rap background. Like, this is what he does. Like, he competes. Like, when he's on this track with J.I.D, please believe he's on here to smoke J.I.D. Like, he's not coming on here to play. So, yeah, that's dope.
When you lay up in the motherfucking alley, you it's like a Xanadu for every Xanadu. What I plan to do is take a pink and a blue hand of you. To me, I brutally damage you. I could never stand to losing bananas. You motherfuckers can't do it sicker than I do.
Oh my
You couldn't
God.
get rid of this shit with Tamiflu cannibals. You little bitch, me and JID, just like bestiality. We fucking animals. I'm back in.
So nasty. No, he's like the Xanadu, plan to do, pink and blue, damage you. Fucking, oh my God.
I'm body bagging them, toe tagging them in the back of the Volkswagen and tracking them whole backs and I'm toe gagging them till I get thrown back in the paddy wagon, the back on the Prozac, and I know that, but I'm so bad with a notepad that it don't matter. The ghost back finna go at anyone who got the gonads, the cojones, yeah.
I don't recommend anybody does that. I recommend everybody, if you thought about doing that, don't just stop, because that's not going to go well for you. But speaking of that, I do understand why he didn't respond to the game, because remember the game dropped the Black Some Shady diss track. It's trash in hindsight. Like, at first, when it first dropped, I was like, oh, it's kind of good, or maybe it's bad, I don't know, but like I was kind of iffy on it. Listening to it in hindsight, it's not good. So I think there's that. It just wasn't good. But then also it was definitely clout chasing. I don't like game, but he just definitely he was just looking to battle to get, you know, try to get a little boost in popularity for the time being, to battle Eminem. It was obvious. I mean, even he was saying he just wanted to battle, you know, it wasn't anything serious. But then also from Eminem's standpoint, and I do like the game, that just seemed like that's what that was. I like Game a lot. He's actually one of my favorite rappers of all time. And super underrated discography, so I don't want to seem like I'm dissing him. He just occasionally does things that seem a bit clout chasey. Like, I don't have a problem with rappers calling each other out to battle. It just didn't seem genuine. It didn't seem like, oh, I want to battle you. It just felt like it was either from previous beef with like 50, or was from, you know, I'm just clout chasing at the moment. But yeah, and that was also around the time where like other things were coming out, like things leaking of other clout chasey sounding songs. Yeah, it was a lot of weird stuff going on around the time. But how did I get here? Oh, that would have been dope to see M battle the game, just because he ended off talking about, you know, he battle anybody. That would have been dope, just because Game is one of the best battle rappers in music ever. Like, he just is. It would have been dope if Joe Budden battled Eminem. That would have been incredible. Joe Budden might be the best battle rapper in music, period. Like, he's that good. If you're not familiar, I suggest doing some homework. He's nasty. Like, he goes for the throat. And look up Making a Murderer by Joe Budden, Wake by Joe Budden, Just Because by Joe Budden. Like, these are all Drake diss tracks after Drake's, like a leak Joe Budden diss from Drake came out. He just fired on him like 4 diss tracks, and Wake and Making a Murderer are disgusting. Joe Budden has a song called Slaughtermouse that was supposed to be, it started off as an Eminem diss track. Apparently, that's what he said on his podcast a long time ago. But then he changed it to be more of like a letter than a diss track. But if that song was a diss track, like, if I can imagine like how nasty that would have been, like just how hard that song is. That would have done some damage, for sure. And like he would push M to like you couldn't drop Kill Shot on Joe Budden. That wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. That wouldn't be enough. So that would push him. So I would love to see something like that. Yeah, I want to see somebody push him, like really in a battle space. I mean, like I said, J.I.D, I think pushed him here, definitely pushed him here. Royce pushes him. I'd mean in a battle space, I want to see somebody push him. Because like I said, Kill Shot wouldn't work on Game. It wouldn't work on Joe Budden. And initially I was like, Joe Budden might actually beat him in 2025. And then I heard the leaked version of Bang featuring Conway, or Conway featuring Eminem, the leaked version. Look that up. The lines he has on Joe Budden are so nasty. I changed my mind completely. I'm like, I was wrong. He might actually smoke Joe. Because he said, shout out to Puffy Combs, but Diddy owns a channel named Revolt that Joe Budden was signed to. Shout out to Puffy Combs, but every vote. Now I get it why Buttons broke. You press him, but he don't do nothing though. Buttons, as in Buttons, Joe Budden. People call him Buttons all the time just because they don't pay attention to how his name's pronounced, I guess. I don't know. I'm about to sneeze again. But now I get why Buttons broke, but like calling him broke, but like Buttons broke like a TV channel, like changing the TV channel. Because he was signed to Diddy's TV channel, but Buttons broke. You press him, but he don't do nothing though. Like you press him like physically on the streets, like you press him, but he won't do anything. But like press the buttons, but the buttons broke, so it won't do anything. Tell this journalist to stick to the. He said something about, we don't have anything in common, not even a cold. So like the common cold. Tell this journalist to stick to the stuff he knows, like stuff he knows, like you have a cold, but like tell this journalist to stick to the stuff he knows. Yeah. I don't think anybody wants to see Eminem in a battle space. I just saw, it was a clip of Murder Mook on Math Hoppa's podcast a long time ago, and they were debating like if Eminem could join modern battle rap and be successful, like on stage battle rap. I think so. And I know it's like very quick if like you're an Eminem fan, but oh my God, of course he can do anything. Wow, he's the best. Like, no, it's not that simple. I mean, there's just the stylistically, it's very different than when he was an active battle rapper. Like there would have to, like he'd probably have to take a year off of like music, just focus on that and like adjust to that. Just the modern style of battle rap. But like as far as like lines and punchlines goes, his wordplay is like at a battle rap level. Like you could put these bars in a battle rap on stage and it would get a reaction for the most part. And I can't say that for like 99.9% of rappers. Like their bars and punchlines are good for music, not for battle rap. They're different. That's why I try to explain, like I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan, so I'm using Kendrick Lamar as an example just because I'm a fan of him. And I don't want to seem like a hater, so I'm using somebody I'm a fan of. I don't want to just pick on Lil Yachty or something. But like Kendrick Lamar, he's not a punchline rapper, so his punchlines aren't great. They're good for music, but if he said those on a battle rap stage, it would be like, oh, what are you doing? Like, that's trash. Or it might get booed. Like, it's just a different standard. But I think M raps to that standard, to that battle rap standard, probably because he listens to battle rap. Yeah, I love Kendrick Lamar. Let's be clear. Yeah, this was dope. I'm gonna re-listen to this. I don't know who had off the top of my head. Eminem definitely had the better verse. But I want to re-listen to it again. And maybe I'll come back in a future video and change. If I change my mind, I will. But yeah, no, this was super dope. And sometimes like there has to be a space in hip hop for just a display of lyrical ability. And I know people want to be like, oh, they rhyme words together well, but they don't make great music. Okay, first of all, you're not listening to the music because they both make great music. J.I.D. and M included, because Death of Some Shady was fire. Music to Be Murdered By was fire. Kamikaze was fire. So like his last 3 albums were fire. J.I.D. his music speaks for itself too. Like he makes great music too. So I hate that narrative, especially when it's coming from people who don't listen to the music. But there has to be space in hip hop to just have songs that are just a display of lyrical ability, because at the end of the day, that is one of the core foundations of hip hop, is the punchlines, the wordplay, the rhyming, the multi-syllable rhyming. That like these are foundational elements of rap as a sport, but then also as a skill, right? So there has to be space. We have to make space for songs like this and be able to enjoy them and not just criticize them. But, oh, they're just rhyming words together. Yeah, they are just rhyming words together for the most part until it gets to some serious subject matter towards the end. We're talking about, I never sold out. Like, you know, I was close when 8 Mile. Like, he got serious at certain points, but like for the most part, yeah, they're just rhyming words together. But there has to be space for that. As long as it's not like an entire album of that, it's fine. There has to be space for it. Just like there's space for pop rap and rock rap and normal hip hop, traditional hip hop, boom bap and trap rap and stuff like that. There has to be space for everything. And it just feels weird. Like that's just one thing I feel like in hip hop we have, or not we, but like people sometimes have a hard time making space for, is just displays of skill like this. And probably because they just don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand how skillful this is on both sides. I'm not just talking about him, I'm talking about both of them. Like they don't understand how complex a lot of this stuff is. And so I think it might get brushed under the rug. But like, try to write a verse. Take this beat, find it on YouTube, and you try to write a verse to it. And then at the end of it, you will appreciate this a lot more. Because And I think that's part of the issue too, is like most people aren't writing verses, right? So they don't know exactly how difficult something is or what somebody's doing with these type of pockets, or like the rhyme schemes and the internal rhymes and stuff like that. They don't really understand what they're hearing. And that's really probably disheartening to rappers like these two, who spend so much time doing that. When they drop something, it's like you're saying I only rhymed these end rhymes, but like I rhymed the entire sentence on the inside. Like he even said that on Kamikaze. It was like a little skit. But yeah, like and sub. This is dope. I'm gonna listen to this in my own free time and stuff like that. Should I check out this whole EP on this channel? Let me know. Leave it in the comments, I guess, if I should check out the whole EP. But yeah, I almost said love you, bye. But no. You know what? I love you. Bye. Like and sub.